This video is brought to you by HLT Software Solutions, a research and development as well as IT training company.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? So I hope you have understood the last session I have told you or I have explained you. In the last session I have explained you about the introduction of the Google Sheets and the differences between an Excel sheet, that is Microsoft Excel sheet, and a Google Sheet, and how a beginner can open the Google Sheet in different ways, and how you can create a Google Sheet, right? So in this session or today we are going to discuss the topics such as how you are going to work with the Google Sheets and main menu bar, and the working of the tools present in the menu bar and the working of the toolbar, and what are the main uses of the Google Sheets, right? So let's get started our today's topics. So step by step I'm going to tell you how you are going to work with the Google Sheets. Okay, so let me show you how we are going to work with the Google Sheets. As I told you, Google Sheets are nothing but a simple online spreadsheet where you can manage the data, handle the data, and perform various several operations on the data, right? So we can now start working with the Google Sheet. So let me show you how we are going to work with the Google Sheets, right? So I have told you how you can open or how you can create a new sheet, right? So as I told you, before working with the Google Sheet or something, you need to name it firstly for the easy understanding or for easy remembering. So I'm giving here as workspace 1, so that we can or the user can easily remember the sheet which you are going to work on, right? So as did you observe, like as I told you, it is an it's an online one. So how the sheet can be saved? For example, when coming to an Microsoft Excel sheet, so you are going to save it by clicking on the save option, and you have to select the format of the file. Then if you click on the save and select the location, then you are able to save that particular folder or the particular worksheet, right? But coming to the Google Sheets, how we are going to save the sheet? As I told you, it's one of the online spreadsheet, so it has some automatic features or auto features that can be automatically perform the operations, right? For example, if you see, like I was clicking here and I was giving you workspace 22, and if you just come out, you can see here I have renamed it, right? For example, okay, I have renamed it. So let me tell you, like if you have entered something like dog, and if you have taken it here, you can see saving, that save to drive. That means the data it has been automatically saved while you are working. It is an advantage, right? So you no need to waste the time on saving of the data, right? So this is how we are going to save the data automatically, and how you can name the file. And as I told you, in this spreadsheet we can insert any number of sheets. If you, for example, you consider this is an work space, or this is you are considering these are as Google Sheets, or it's an consider it as like a book, and if in a book we had consists of so many pages or so many sheets, right? So In the similar way, we can create more number of pages in the Google Sheet. So for example, if you want to add the another sheet to this one, you can see here there is a plus button. If you just mark the cursor on it, you can see add sheet. So just by clicking on the plus button, and the sheet will be opened, right? Yeah, this is how we are going to add the sheets. But for the easy remembrance, you need to name the sheets, each and every sheet. So how to rename the sheet, right? So for example, just click on the sheet. You can see there are several number of options like delete, duplicate, copy to, rename, change color, protect the sheet, hide the sheet, move right. So for example, if you startingly, if you want to, generally, as I told you, you have to rename the folder, or you should rename the file. So if you just click on the rename, you can see here, you can give the name here. I'm giving it as sample 1. So see, this is how we are going to name the folder or name the sheet, right? And generally, if you want to delete it, or if you want to delete the sheet present in the Google Sheets or Google one, how you are going to delete? You just click on the delete button and it will ask, are you sure you want to delete this sheet? If you want to delete the sheet, click on OK. See, only sheet 2 is present, right? So the sample sheet we have deleted, right? So if you want to duplicate, that means if you want to do another creation or another copy of that sheet, you can get the duplicate one, right? So this is how we are going to create the duplicate or duplication of the sheet, right? And you can see, you can copy the sheet. That means if you are taking 2 notebooks, and if you are want to take the sheet one from the book 1 and paste the sheet in the book 2, we can copy it and we can paste there. So here it is asking whether you want to copy it in the new spreadsheet or the same existing sheet. So if you want to copy it into the new spreadsheet, you just click on new spreadsheet. Okay, you can see copied successfully, right? If you want to do it in the same sheet, you just want to click it on the existing spreadsheet. That is, what are those present, you just want to click on it and you can do it. Okay, this is how we are going to paste the sheets, or we can, copying of the sheets has been done like this. And if you want to change the color, you can, as usual, if you want to change, you can change the color. And if you want to protect the sheet, you can protect the sheet. That means you are giving some security or something, so that anybody cannot edit or anybody cannot change the data. If you click on set permissions, here you can see only restrict who can edit this range. That means you are giving permissions that nobody is going to edit your data, and your data is gonna be safe, right? Changes save. Sheet 2 can edit by the user only. That means it has been locked. Only the user can able to edit the sheet, right? So this is how we are going to perform various operations on the single sheet, right? So coming to this is all about how you are going to name the spreadsheet, how you are going to save the spreadsheet, and in a single sheet how you are going to do several operations like delete, duplication, changing the color, how you can protect the sheet. So these are all the different operations you can perform in the spreadsheet. So coming to the menu bar, right? So you can see here there are different menus present here, right? So if you click on the file menu, this is one of the menu or the module present in the menu bar. So if you click on the file, you can see there are various number of options present, or the functions present to do in the sheet. For example, if you can see here, share, new, open, import, make a copy, email, download, make available offline, history, rename, and etc. So one by one I'm going to tell you like how you can execute it. Okay, so share is nothing but the name in if self indicating that you are going to share the sheet. If you click on the share, you can see there are several number of document. So there are several number of people, like what I can say is that you can see here, if you click on the person who you want to share, you can click and it will be select the person. And if you want to give any message, you can modify, I mean regarding the sheet, you can do and just click on send. That means the share has been, or the page has been shared by the some other person, right? You can see here, if you click on the share button, it will be showing the which person you are going to share the sheet, I mean to how many persons you have shared the sheet. Not only if you go to file and click on the share, then only you don't think that you can share, but here is another option or icon, that is share button. By clicking on these also you can able to share the sheets, right? And coming to the new one, new as the name itself indicates that you can able to create the new spreadsheet, new documentation, new presentation, or new form. That is up to the user. If the user needs to create different types of sheets or documents, that is according to his wish, can create the documents, right? And just click on the new, and what you want to do, just select. So I want to create a new spreadsheet, so I was clicking on the new spreadsheet. So you can see a new spreadsheet has been opened. Okay, so I'm coming to the import. That means, sorry, import. So if you are going to import this file, want to import the file which you are working, so just click on the import, or you can import any other files also. So like I was so I was I have selected one sheet, and I took the selected sheet and import the location where you want to import. Okay, so create new spreadsheet. So I was importing the file to the new spreadsheet, so I was importing the file. Okay, so just click on the import data. The data or the file has been imported successfully. So this is how we are going to import the files present in the Google spreadsheets, right? So next one, that is open. So if you click on the open, all the files present in the drive or the folder will be open, and which are the file you need to open, just click on it, just select on it, and the file will be open. See, the file has been opened. So this is how we are going to open the file. And if you want to make a copy of the sheet which you are going to work or something, so just click on make a copy, And workspace, so this is a copy of workspace, right? Our sheet where we are working, that is workspace. And you can see copy of workspace 22. You can select to the folder where you are going to copy the document. So I have here my drive, so I was copying the document to the my drive, so I was clicking on the OK. So in the drive, the sheet has been shared, or the sheet has been successfully copied. Okay, so this is how we are going to copy the file. And if you want to mail the sheet that you are working, so you can see mail this file, mail collaborators. So if you click on mail this file, you can see for whom you are going to send the copy. So I was sending the copy, and you can add any message. Okay, and just click on the send. The message will be sent, or the sheet will be sent to the required person, right? So this is how you are going to send email of the email copy to the user of the document which you are going to work, or the user is going to work, right? And if you want to download the sheet that you are working, as you know, the file has different formats. Here you have Excel, open document, PDF, web page, CSV. So these are the different types of formats. So in which format you needs to download the file, you can select that file, and if you click on that, file will be downloaded. See here, you can see at the bottom the file has been downloaded, right? This is how we are going to download the file. And as I told you, it is an online spreadsheet. You can also have a facility that you can make the spreadsheet offline, so that without internet connectivity also we can able to view the document also. So just click it as make available offline, and you can see document now available offline. So this is how you can able to make the document offline, such that even you don't have the internet connectivity also, you can able to work on the sheet and view the sheet, right? And if you want to make it online again, that means you don't want it offline, so go to that. As you can see, tick has been done here to make offline, so remove that. That's it. Again click on that. You can see document no longer available offline, right? If you want to change it from offline to online, you can do like this. And if you want to make version history, so you can click on the current version, name the current version. So I was giving some version 1 I will give, so that you can give, or you'll have the idea. Version 1, see, named in version history, right? So that we can name the version, so that you in details you can get what is the version you are going to work and all, right? And you can see the version history also. If you click on see version history, you can see here I have added version 1, right? So today with the version 1, in the date February 17th, 11:57 a.m. we are working. So this is how the version history will be shown, right? Yeah. And coming to the, as I told you, we can rename it, right? If you just click on it and you can type what you can rename that file. And if you want to move this file, you can move to anywhere, like you can move to Google Drive, Google Photos, or anything, and just click on the move. You can move. I was moving it in the Google Photos. That is up to you. So if you want to move it in your documents or drive, you can select that and you can move the documents to it. I mean, you can move the sheets to the document folder or the drive folder as you wish. And if you want to add shortcut in the drive, directly if you click on the add shortcut, you can see the drive and click on add shortcut. The shortcut will be added, right? And click on, if you want to move it through the trash, that is if you want to, there is no usage of it, then you can just move it to the trash. It will be asked file has been moved to trash. That's it. So this is how we are going to sorry, we are going to do all the file menu operations, right? Yeah. So coming to the edit operations, those are, you can see, these are very simple operations, that is undo, redo, cut, copy, paste. So simply, if you have typed something and if you undo, that means uh, the operation will be performed. If you redo, again the operations which you have been done will be coming again, right? This is how we can undo or redo the data. And if you want to copy it, just click on the copy and paste it where you can paste. So you can see here the data has been pasted, right? And if you want to cut it. So we are doing the cut operation, and you can delete various columns or what you want. If you can delete, or you can delete any row or any cell or anything, you just click on the delete button, that will be deleted. Okay, this is how we are going to delete the data. These are the menus present in the edit module. And coming to the view, you can see there are some grid lines, protected ranges, formula bar, show formulas, zoom, full screen. So freeze, we can freeze any number of columns. You can see here no rows, no columns, so I'm going to freeze it one row. So see, you can see a line. So this is where we have freeze the entire row, right? So if you want to freeze the rows or columns, just go to the view and click on the freeze, and you can select like how many rows you are going to freeze or how many columns you are going to freeze, right? This is how we are going to do. And if you want to remove the grid lines, that is all the lines, so just click on the grid lines. If you see there are no lines present, that means if you only, when you are enabling the grid lines, then only you can have the lines divided. So if you again click on the grid lines, you can see the lines has been come back, or the lines has been organized in a correct manner. So that's the usage of grid lines. And coming to the protected range, as I told you, so protected range are nothing but to protect the data or to log the data. So you are giving some protection to the data, such that nobody could allow, you are allowing nobody to edit the data, right? So I was writing as hello world. So I just want to product this cell. So generally I was like selecting this cell and going to view and select the protected range. Protected range. So already you can see here the sheet 2 is protect sheet. So you can see here, enter the description. So sheet 2, set permissions. See here why it is coming, because I have already gave the protection to the sheet so that nobody has the access to the sheet. You can see here there is a lock symbol, right? That means nobody has the access to enter into the sheet. Only the user, that means except the user, cannot access. Anybody cannot have the rights to access the sheet. So this is how we are going to make the sheet protective. Okay. So coming to the formula bar. So there are some formulas. So we can see the formulas, and coming to the zoom, that means you can increase the size or you can decrease the size, that depends to you. And if you click on full screen, the full screen will be available here, right? So this is how we are going to do the operations in the view. Okay. So if you generally, if you click on the full screen will be open. But if you want to come out from the full screen, just press escape button so that full screen will comes out. Want to insert any chart, you can insert. So there are types of charts present here. See, column chart, line chart, area chart, bar chart, pie chart, map, scatters, and all the charts will be available. So that if you want to insert any chart, just go to the insert button, click on the chart, and you can see there will be a chart window will be open here. You can select the area of the chart, you can select x-axis, y-axis, and if you want which type of data range, you can select that and you can set up the chart. Here why it was not visible in, that means I don't have any data. It's an the data will be, if the data has been present, then only you can able to view the chart. Because I don't have any data here, it's showing no data. Okay, this is how we are going to insert the charts. And if you want to insert the images or something, go to the image in a cell or image over cells. So image in a cell, click it. And if you want to upload from the camera or photos or anything, so I was inserting some photo. So you can see that the photo has been inserted. So this is how we are going to insert some images. And if you want to draw something, if you click on draw, there will be a sheet present and you can see various options like zoom, undo, redo, line. So if I click on the line and I was drawing a line, see, this is how we are going to draw. And if you click on save and close, so you can see the line has been drawn. That means we are going to insert any image or any drawing or anything by using the insert option. Okay. And if you click on the form, and if you click on the any function, that is sum, average, count, maximum, minimum, or anything. If you want to do any several operations, if you want to do any operations like if you want to do addition, average, count, or minimum, maximum, you just go to the function and select the functionality, sum, average, or count. So let me show you, like I was like employee ID and salary. I was like writing 101. So you can see, so I just want to get the salary, right? So just go to the insert, go to the function and click on the sum. So you can see here the total value of the salary, that is 1850, right? And if you go to the salary and if you want to find the average, so just click on the average. The average will be find it. So this is how we can perform various several operations. Okay. And if you want to insert any link, so just copy the link here and name the link. I was giving Google Sheet. Apply. So if the link will be shown as the underlined one, if you click on that, the link will be present, and if you click on the link, the page will be opened. That's it. So this is how we are going to insert the images, functions, charts, fonts, etc. Right? And coming to the next field, that is format. So I was telling you, like I will show you the different format and data modules or data tools in simple way by clicking on the each icon. And coming to the tools, you can see create a form, you can create the form, you can create any app sheet, and you can see here spellings. If you have given some any wrong spelling and you are thinking that is the wrong, if you click on the spell check, you'll get the spelling suggestions. So this is how we are going to do all the functionalities or the use all the menus. So coming to the help, that means like you are not unable to find anything, you just click on that. And there is one more thing is that you can able to find when the history has been opened, like that means when you have opened the sheet or when you have worked on the sheet. That means when you have worked lastly on the sheet, that has been shown here. Here it is showing 3 minutes ago that I was working. So coming to these all are the general formats that we have already seen in the main menu. So I have told you, like I will tell you some of the formats like in this directly, right? So as I told you, this is undo and redo, and this is nothing but print. If you want to print the sheet, and if the user has the availability as of the printer, and if he clicks on the printer, you can see here, you can give the print. Okay, so coming to the next one, that is if you are going to uh, zoom it, you can zoom, and if you are giving the numbers, you just want to give the numbers in different format, you just go to the see plain text, or if you want to give it in the percentage, you can see the by clicking on the percentage, it was converted into the percentage one, right? And just if you want to change the data format, so go to the font, and you can see if you want to give it in the, click on the required one, you can get that. So I was giving this, you can see the change of the data, right? So the data format has been changed, and the size of the font also you can change that. I was giving it nearly 418. So this is how we are going to change the type of the data, that means the font of the data and the size of the data. And I have told you like how you can change the number format, like whether you want to do it in the plain format, percentages, or anything, right? And if you want to make it bold, just go and click on B, the data will become in the bold format. And if you want to do it as italic, you can just select the word and just click on italic. You can see that data format has been changed into italic one. And if you want to underline the data, or if you, so not underline, but if you want to strike the data, just click on the strike through, the data word has been striked out. Okay, and coming to the text color, if you want to change the text color, you can change. See, it's coming orange as I have selected. And if you want to fill the color, you can fill the color. And if you want to give the borders to any rows or to some particular cells or columns, you just select those and go to the borders and click on all borders. You can see in the specific spreadsheet, you are giving borders to some of the rows and columns for special recognition or for special identity. Okay, so if you want to remove all those borders which you have given, you just click on that, the borders will be removed. That means you just want to select these and go to the borders and select clear borders. Borders will be removed. So this is how we are going to give the borders and remove the borders. And you can see here, if you want to move the alignments, that is whether horizontal alignment, left alignment, this is also already an left alignment. So this is center alignment, this is right alignment. This is how we are going to change the data. And this is, as I have already explained you, how to insert the link. By clicking simply we can insert the link, and it is insert a comment. So we can insert any comment to a particular cell. So I was adding to the J column, so I was writing like wrong comment. So you can see the comment has been done, and if you click on that particular row, the comment will be visible. See, yeah. And if you want to insert any charts, as I told you, not on the insert one, but also by clicking on the icon, we are going to insert the charts. Okay. And these are like filters. We can add the filters. And these are, as I told you, some average count. What are the operations you need to perform or the user needs to perform can be seen here. By applying the functions, you can perform different number of operations. So, and coming to the share and all, as I told you in the before one, you can share the data or you can share the sheet. Okay. So these are the main tools that we are going to use it in the spreadsheet, that is Google Sheet. So this is how we are going to interact with the spreadsheet, or we are going to work with the spreadsheet. So these are all the workings of the tools. So coming to the last topic, that is what are the advantages of the Google Sheets, right? So the advantages of the Google Sheets are we are able to organize the data. That means in a correct format we can organize the data according to the user one, and the user can able to edit the data. If there are any mistakes or if there are any corrections, he can able to edit the changes in the data. And one more feature is he can have an ability or the feature that he can track any changes that has happened in the data, and he can format the files too, and it allows multiple users simultaneously works in the sheet at single point of time. So these are the main uses of the Google worksheets, that is Google spreadsheets. So I'm going to tell you like Google spreadsheet, those are nothing but these are the online sheets where you can able to manage the data, handle the data, and use it to perform several operations on the data according to the user's requirement.